Hi Cancer, welcome to your Harsh Truth reading for May 15th through June 14th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. If this is about you and another person, this may resonate with theirs or yours, moon rising or Venus sign also. All right, Cancer, what do we got for your Harsh Truth for May 15th through June 14th? All right, Cancer. Okay, the High Priestess, Pisces or Cancerian. 9 of Cups, yay. King of Cups, there's Pisces. The Hierophant, that could be Taurus. 10 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. What's going on? Wow. Okay. Is this somebody new? Is this you thinking about somebody? What's going on here? Your intuition's kicking in, I'll tell you that. This 9 of Cups about for Pisces. We got 2 10s, so what's changed? Something's culminated, changed, offered, or like a cycle's completed, but what's this 9 of Cups about? Temperance, that's Sagittarius. This is King of Cups for Cancer. Queen of Pentacles, that could be Capricorn. This is 10 of Wands for Cancer. What? But okay, so 7 of Cups. Golly, this has been showing up so much lately. The 7 of Cups, the Hermit, the 8 of Swords. What's this Hierophant about? Two of Wands. This is 2 of Cups. Moon. Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Pisces or Cancerian there. Pisces or Cancerian here. Interesting. So this is all about someone... I don't know, I feel like they're wanting to take a chance and you're like, nope, I'm good. I'm good. I want to stay. It feels like you're wanting to watch and observe and you don't even want your intentions known or your interest known. It feels like you have a lot you're managing and you want to keep it that way. You like your focus being on work and all of that. So there's an interest there, but I don't think you're going for it. I don't know. Just 10 of, not like flushing it down the toilet, not going for it, but you're wanting to wait and see and watch, and I think it's too much too soon for you. This interest from this person. What else for? Because from where you're sitting and where you're at, you're good. You're in a very comfortable position. And you feel pretty darn good about, for the Cancers I'm reading for, you're feeling good about where you're at, where you've come from, what you've achieved, where you're going, what you're putting your energy towards. And it feels like you've got somebody coming in that... or that you have, that's here, that you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to make of this. And your first instinct or your first like knee-jerk reaction is to kind of pull back and just wait and watch and not let them know how you feel or that there is an interest. And I think it feels like they're kind of wanting to, they're hoping that when things die down, there could be some kind of, but I think I don't know that you're into that. What's this 10 of Pentacles? Oh gosh. Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Okay. What's this Ten of Pentacles for Cancer? I don't know. Knight of Swords. Okay. I feel like you're going to sit there and kind of just let it hang in the air because you're on the one hand, you've got a lot of stuff going on. And then on the other hand, you don't quite know what to do with this. And so you're just going to let it hang there. You're just going to kind of let it. And I think for the Cancers I'm reading for, your default is to throw your energy into doing stuff or like work or something that would make you feel more grounded or settled. And so it's like you go in and you have an interaction or you talk and then you go back and find your comforts again and kind of make sure everything over here is okay. And then you have a little interaction, and I'm not using interaction like for physical, but it's either at work or it's somebody new or it's enough to kind of keep you interested and stimulated, but then after a certain point, you just kind of want your own space again. You kind of want your own comforts again. And they're kind of like, I can't figure that person out. You know what I mean? Like that, it feels like they're kind of like, well, okay, there's obviously interest, but they're kind of waiting for you, and you'll like scurry up and kind of interact, and then, and they're sitting there going, what is going on with that person? That's what this feels like. I get the caution, but I think this is also about you willing to be open or risk, and I don't know that you'd want to past a certain point. To be fair, it could be that your life's pretty full right now with work. It's almost like, for the Cancers I'm reading for, it's almost like Coronageddon doesn't exist because life for you has kind of gone on unchanged. You're kind of still doing what you always did, and you're really protective of the space that you're in. You're just maintaining your stuff, which is fine. But for the Cancers I'm reading for, this is somebody relatively new that has kind of got you a bit flummoxed, and your preference is to interact for just a little bit, just to get a little, something, taste, whatever interaction, and then scurry back to the comforts. And I don't mean scurry like, oh, scared little rabbit, hop away. I mean like, it's just enough to where you're keeping it light and you're keeping it fun, and then you go back to, you want to be home. You want to be in your comforts. And that's fine. But it feels like you might not be ready to go past a certain point, and that's okay. It's okay. It is what it is. They're interested. It's there. They feel a connection. I feel like this is half hiding behind work and busyness, and half being not ready, and half being, forget the math, and being scared. And that's okay. That's okay. It is what it is. I hate it when people say that, but it's true. What else for Cancer? The Devil. Okay, that depends. Could be Capricorn. Because you two both feel this attraction or this, but I think after a certain point, your preference is really fortifying and strengthening your fortress and your where you're at. Because where you're at is hard won, and you're really wanting to preserve that. But this attention is nice. This interest is nice. What else for this Devil here for Cancer? Yeah. Yeah. I think that's where the fear comes in, because I think there's this fear that you just don't want the past repeated. And so you don't mind interacting up to a certain point, but after that, it's going to be, from the comforts of your home and maybe texting or you know, I'll just see you at work tomorrow or something like that. Like you're just not going to want to leave where you're at just yet. That's all. Nothing earth-shattering here this time. This is actually someone interested in you and you're just not ready yet. And don't go and get yourself ready. That's not the answer. There is no answer to this. It's just what it is. That's it. It's going to be a learning curve. It's going to take a while to get to know this person. It's going to have to be balanced with your life as it is now, not you making room for them or an abandonment of that. That's going to come in time. But this is somebody new. It feels like it's from work or related to a friend from work, something about work, but it's something you're going to be baby stepping towards, and good for you, because what's the point in rushing something, you know, or rushing in? I'll tell you what, this whatever's going on globally has slowed a lot of people down. It's made a lot of people think. It's made a lot of people reconsider about how they've gone about doing things. And I think this is kind of a good example here, because before you might have rushed into something new. You might have just been like, well, I feel it, therefore I need to act on it. And this is like, no, I'm giving my feelings a container. My life is good right now. I'm enjoying both. I'm enjoying my good life and I'm enjoying this interaction. But beyond that, I'm not making any plans. What else for? The person, whoever you're interacting with, though, it feels like they're interested and ready for more, and they're kind of trying to figure you out. That's for Cancer. They're hoping for, because it's kind of funny because it feels like they're in the same position, but they're not as kind of timid or skittish as you are. They've been on their own for a while too, or been unattached romantically. I mean, they might have dated, but nothing interesting relationship-wise. They've been kind of going it alone for a while too. Now, you know, not counting what's going on globally, right? Apart from that, this is someone who has been alone for a while, or been single for a while. And so even still though, you two are actually, this is interesting. You two are actually very similar, but you don't know that because you don't interact with them beyond a certain point. Beyond what's comfortable. There's no shame in that. I'm not judging. I'm not saying, well, silly Cancer. No. But you wouldn't know that because after a while you just, you know, but it's enough of a taste or enough of an interaction to where it satisfies you and it's like, okay, but beyond that, there's just not, it's just, yeah, this Seven of Cups energy. So you will actually find that they're quite similar. You two are quite similar. You're coming from the same place. They are, however, more ready than you are, or more interested, or more, interested than you are. Their life, too, for the Cancers I'm reading for this person, their life is kind of like yours. Like, they're kind of independent, doing their own thing, kind of just holding down the fort and really into their life and maintaining it, and then there's their interest in you. So it's very similar. It's very similar. What else for? This is somebody new. This is not a past person. The dream, something is revealed, insight and a breakthrough. Well, okay then. Perhaps pay attention to the dream. But then we've got the moon here, we've got the High Priestess, and we got dreams. Come on. Talk about intuitive psychic energy, that sort of, maybe a lot of times when that happens, I feel like it's people putting their feelers out and kind of sitting there zhuzhing each other and kind of trying to get a sense of each other, and that adds to the interest because you two are kind of on the same energetic level. So it's like, you two have each other's interest. They're more interested than you are at this point in something. The interest is the same for each of you, but as far as getting something up off the ground, I feel like you're still wanting to kind of just keep to yourself. And that's perfectly fine. But there's a strong intuitive or psychic connection here. And I think part of you wanting to stay where you're at or keep it is you're wanting to be really careful and make sure that you're not doing the same stuff you've been doing. or that happened in the last relationship. You're wanting to make sure that there's no encores of that. That was not fun. Not a good time. Cancer. Yeah, I feel more and more it feels like work. Or maybe that's just where your focus is. But either way, that's definitely a priority. Oh, by the way, thank you for your service. If you are a first responder or an essential worker, thank you for your service. Because you feel busy. This feels busy, like it would be if you were a first responder. Changes at work too. Huh. It's gotten busier, but in a good way, like more productive busy, not like panic busy. There's been a turn. That's nice. Okay. It's like things are settling down, and it's more productive work instead of busy work. It's not scared, scattered, what are we doing work. It's things have settled into a groove and there's some assurances in place. Huh. 8 of Cups reversed, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, there's not going to be any movement forward because you're still kind of wanting to do your own thing. There could be still some issues with being kind of vulnerable at one point, being cast aside or treated unkindly. So there's not really any interest in kind of turning a corner or making any movement towards any one specific destination. You don't mind kind of touching base and trying this out and showing a little interest there or talking, but after that there's no initiation or movement for the Cancers that I'm reading for. And it is work focused. That's where you feel your happiest and where you're shining right now is what you're putting out, what your effort's going towards, which is work. You feel very gratified and satisfied with what you've made that. So, and your effort, especially if this is like an at-home thing that's really starting to take off for you. So if it's not that, it's that you feel really, just your focus is on work. That's where you get a lot of your gratification from right now. And you enjoy it, and you enjoy the busyness of it, the work, the effort, the compensation, everything about it. It's where you're putting your energy. So this is you doing you right now and really kind of wanting to preserve that whole situation that you've made for yourself, the whole environment you made for yourself. But there's not really a whole lot of effort or initiation towards anything new, even though there is an interest, because you're still kind of dealing with you're still dealing with the remnants of being heavily involved with someone and it ending a certain way, and you're slowly detaching and reclaiming the parts of yourself that you still feel are like kind of straggled out there, or just not the right time. Not the right time. Okay, I hope this was helpful for you. Boy, that psychic connection though, that intuitive, like, who are you? Like you two sitting there with each other. The little feelers going out. Okay, all right. I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you in the next reading. No more coffee for me. Thank you for stopping by. And much love and support to you. You take care. Okay, bye for now.